All right, y'all. Let's get straight into it. Hey, man, welcome to the Throwdown, man, episode 155. I'm your host, Ben Brandon from the block, wherever you want to call me, man. Here with another episode. Football season. We are here. We're going to talk about the NFL Week 1. We're going to recap all that, man. But in the meantime, yo, Champ, what's going on, bro? What's going on?
No rising up, more like throw up yesterday. So, I mean, but I'm still standing, man. My Atlanta Braves won that whole thing. So, you know what I'm saying? Yes, hey, sir. we marching. We're going to march back to the series.
For sure. Yo, bro, what's going on, man?
Oh, man, not much. Been a crazy day today with everything going on, but hard-fought game. The Birds flew high in Brazil, came home with the win. That was an amazing game. If only the field conditions had been a little bit better.
Yeah.
I wish Jordan Love a speedy recovery, and also rest easy, Lord Vader.
For sure. Yo, Coach, what's going on, man?
What's happening, man? Hey, man. It's been cool, I guess. I mean, I've had a cool day. It's been all right, First week, it's a little rocky, but it's gonna get better. I know it's gonna get better.
For sure. Yo, Karen, what's going on, man? What's up?
Not much, man. Weird day today. I didn't expect to come out with the win yesterday, but it's all good. I'll take the 6 field goals. So, yeah.
All right, man. Hey, man, let's get straight into it, but people in the comments. Twan, what's going on, bro? What's going on, my boy? It's good, Harrison. It's good. RIP JJ. Puka missing 4 games. We go get to all that, man. We go definitely get to all that. Before we get to that, hold on. Got one more. Leaf, what's going on, bro? Oh, hold on. And OJ, what's going on, y'all?
What's good, y'all?
I'm not gonna take too long, bro. I just want to come up and rant. What's going on with all of y'all, bro?
What's up? Before we get all of that, I just want to talk about the for the fantasy draft, the people that were winning right now in this draft. I just shared it. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. I beat Kenny. I mean, that's easy work. I mean, it's Kenny. I don't know what to say. Luis saying on culture, ain't gonna lie. It's getting a little hectic, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's getting crazy, but George Kittle, man. Come through.
Kittle,
come on.
All he needs is George Kittle. He need like 13 more points, and he in there. Malik need 14 more points. He got Aaron Rodgers. So hopefully we'll see what happens there. Roundup beat Broad, Kieran.
Yeah, I didn't see him my lineup, and now hearing that news, that doesn't help at all.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Kieran, and Nate. Kieran 72% chance. He got a running back, Brees Hall. Yeah, Kieran won that one. I'm not gonna lie. And D-Man with an easy W, man. The defending champ. Easy W. That's freaking insane. But hey man, let's get straight into it. Leaf, you need you had a rant?
Yeah, I got a rant, man. Because I'll be honest with you. F the game. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, screw the damn game. The game went how it went, but I'm more on the players. Is it me? Or it seemed like, every last one of these players, most of these players in the NFL, they use like the first 5 weeks to like basically warm up and get into shape and shit, bro. I'm a little bit sick and tired of that. Based off the strength that yo, you got one of the longest off seasons in sports to do that. So when you come out and hit the field and you making rookie mistakes, acting like you ain't never played an NFL down in your life, and it's penalty after penalty, and I'm talking on our game. Me and Broad. And I sat there and watched 60 minutes of non-executing football. Red zone opportunities squandered like hell. Penalties out the ass in the second half. This was downright disgusting. And on top of that, oh yeah, Jordan Love is out for 4 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all through, bro. All right.
No nosedive. Yeah. So, yeah. So it was like, yo, Philly wanted to give us the game, but like it was like, yo, we ain't even want it.
For sure.
I'm just highly disgusted at like what I see and what I seen in the first week. This got to be the worst week 1 of football I ever seen.
Facts.
Has to be. If anybody want to disagree with me, man, like yo, put it on the board. I'm gonna say it again. This has to be the worst week 1 of football I've ever seen in my life.
2020.
I don't think you're lying, but look, because I've been saying this all day. I'm like, everybody, like I watched a good amount of the games yesterday. I'm like, everybody really looked like didn't look that good. Like every fucking body, like every fucking game looked. Yeah,
every game. Why it's so bad? Every game, bro. You guys are bugging right now, bro. What are y'all talking about? The Dolphins game came down to a field goal. We had one game that went into overtime. You had the Arizona and Buffalo game going back and forth. Like you had the Bears game and Titans game, even though neither quarterback played particularly well. That was very intriguing. I know it's fashionable to sit there and be a contrarian. Oh, it was terrible. No, bro, we had great football. And guess what? It was week 1. There's that too.
It's true. That is,
well. Here's the thing is you referring more to the outcome and how the game went. I'm referring to how the game was played, and I'm not just referring to the game on Friday. I'm referring to a lot of the games on Sunday. It might have been a few games yesterday, but overall across the NFL, most of the week 1 was a shit show. Majority of week 1 was a shit show.
Was it the blowouts?
As far as the players go, I'm seeing players, bro. Like I'm seeing a lot of lackadaisical shit on the field.
Oh, okay. It's almost as if it was the first game of the season, bro. If I didn't know any better, I thought that's what's the case.
Yeah, bro, I mean, listen, hey,
bro. Watch this, bro. On NBA tip off the first, you're gonna see the same thing. Those guys are rusty. They're not coordinated. None of that, bro. Did you see freaking Kirk Cousins? He looked terrible. But a lot of that was timing, bro. There was a play, and I watched the Falcons. There was a play where he hiked it off, and he sent some guy in motion. Running back ran right into the ball when he snapped it. That's all timing, bro. That's all personnel. Him getting to know the system, bro. You're gonna see a lot of that, because he put him in motion late, and when the dude took off, he knew it was coming, and there was nothing he could do. Yeah, he tried to stop the guy, but there was nothing he could do. But again, that's all timing and preparation, and just a lot of that stuff, bro. They're gonna nip in the butt, but it's the first week now where there's some blowouts. Yeah, but to me, was anyone surprised by the blowouts? I wasn't.
No. Hey, BRF, what's going on, man? What's going on, bro?
Nothing much, man. Just got off work a little while ago. Can't complain. Life is going pretty good. How's everybody doing?
I'm good, man. I gotta catch y'all show. I gotta catch you in Champ show. A couple of times, man. I missed a couple of episodes, but I'm gonna get a new job placement. I gotta get some new money, but I'm gonna get back to y'all show, man. Y'all had some good stuff.
Hey, we appreciate the support, man. No doubt.
Shout all them 3, bro. They've been grinding up there. I've been seeing them too. They've been doing their thing. Shout to y'all. Let's get you into it, man. Yo, Brian, Saquon went crazy. 3 TDs, won it? 3 TDs?
Almost. Yeah, it was 3.
What's your thoughts on your Eagles, man?
And we really gonna bring that shit up again?
You know,
chill out, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
Minus a few mistakes on offense. Jalen Hurts, I mean, I expected him to be a little bit sloppy, like the fumble that he had on the second drive of the game. But again, this is literally the first game of his career that he didn't have Jason Kelce. So I was expecting a couple miscommunications with Cam Jurgens. The first interception was completely on him. He underthrew Devontae Smith, and Xavier McKinney was right there for the INT. The second one, while it could have been costly, I'm not going to blame that one as much on him because that was also just a crazy athletic play by Jair Alexander to get back into position and pick that off. Defense, I mean, they did their job in the second half. They held them to, I think, 6 points or something like that in the second half. I was excited. I mean, the turf conditions unfortunately weren't great. Luckily, we were able to come out with the win. I think we'll be able to address some of those problems more as we progress more within the season.
Okay. Another question on Saquon, best running back in the league, or is it too early to say?
Hell yeah, because the other running back is out there. So
all right. Can we not
It's too early to say.
reactions?
You said what, Karen?
Can we not do week 1 overreactions, please?
I mean, it happens.
He was cooking. He was cooking.
I never said no. Listen. I never said he didn't have a case. I just I don't want to overreact. You know.
Okay, I feel you.
But like what Lee was saying, where it's like he was like, "Oh, it's bad." OJ even saying it's week 1. I think 2020 week 1 was a lot worse, especially with the consistency of play among some of these teams. Like, the Eagles in 2020, they had a 17-0 lead on the Washington football team, blew that, lost that game. The Niners coming off Super Bowl, they're destined to run it back, get the absolute shit beat out of them at home by the Cardinals. But
right.
I mean, you're only as good as the team in front of you. I'm excited to see what this team does. But another underrated thing that I don't think a lot of people are talking about, that AJB and Jair matchup was.
Yeah, Jair got cooked.
Yeah, he did.
He got absent. He got smoked like a Philly blunt, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Brandon, I've been saying for the last 3 years, AJ Brown is top 5, and it's not changing, bro.
Hold on. So 3 years. Hold on. 3 years ago, was that the year in Tennessee too? That last year?
No, I was counting like 2022. So like,
okay.
He's saying like these past 2 seasons moving into this season, which is the 3rd year.
Yeah.
Okay. Champ, what's your thoughts on the Eagles?
Look, I've been saying this all year, man. Look, I'm not a biased fan, but there's only 3 teams in the NFC that I can see making it to the Super Bowl, and that's Philadelphia Eagles, that's the Detroit Lions, and the best team money can buy in the San Francisco 49ers. Outside of those 3, you have some tweeners here and there, but those are the 3 best teams right now in the NFC. Look, it's still early in the season right about now, but hey, I can see Saquon having an MVP caliber year if they use him correctly. Jalen Hurts, you got to work on them damn turnovers, man. I mean, come on, you got to work with us here.
I agree. One thing I
work with on that turnovers because we get on Josh Allen's behind about them turnovers, although he wins. But let's show that same energy to Jalen Hurts. He has to work on those turnovers, man. He got to work on the turnovers, especially with the repertoire of weapons that he has up there. But I can see Saquon definitely being an MVP candidate, man. I would love to see him win one, especially if he can, just go out into the stratosphere. And I think they can, put the offense on his back a little bit and kind of turn away from the pass. I don't think they will, but I think they can put the offense on his back and have have a great running game as the focal point. Do I think they will? No, because they have all those weapons. We just spend all these money on these weapons just to rot. But I think he can have an MVP caliber season. The Eagles are a top 3 team in this league as far as in the NFC and this league, I believe. And, hey, only thing I have complaints about is the turnovers, man. Got to work on the turnovers. Oh, yeah, Jalen Carter, former Georgia Bulldogs. In the great words of Eric B. and Rakim, he ain't no joke. So
But Sam, I'm going to address that real quick because this is another point that I forgot to point out. I was also impressed with Jalen Hurts a little bit on Friday, where you look at last season. I think it was just he was a little bit scared because he tweaked his knee against Cowboys in 2022, and then that shoulder injury where he would roll out of the pocket, pass rushers would come to his face. He would just drop last season and take the lost yards, but not as much this season. He got a little bit more confident in the running game, so he was able to extend drives, extend plays by using his legs, which was nice. And also, Nakobe Dean.
Yeah, he nice, bro.
The fact that he dropped the pick six, that pick was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Where's he from, bro?
UGA.
Exactly.
Yeah.
UGA. Hey, OJ, man, what's your thoughts on Saquon and the Eagles?
I thought Saquon looked good. It's a classic example of what happens when you put a premier running back in a competent organization. So, Giants fans, eat your heart out. I'm very happy for Saquon. I've always been very high on Saquon. I've always thought that talent-wise, he was always one of the best. But the injury bug always kind of got to him. In terms of the Eagles looking forward to the future and everything else, I hate to say this, Broad, but and again, you guys know me, Bama guy, love Jalen Hurts, but Jalen Hurts, to me, he's a quarterback that can mainly be successful when all things are working well. And what I mean by that is when he gets to the playoffs, key guy starts getting hurt. The line is not working as much. He's not the guy that's going to overwhelmingly take over and despite a lot of adversity, still win games. I have not seen that in him yet. And we saw that last year. And I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope he takes that last step to where, because let's be honest, man, you have to be, Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, those are the two guys at this point, the only two quarterbacks in the league to where it's like, bro, they can just deal with adversity and go out there and win the damn game anyhow by themselves, practically. So I got to see a little bit of that with Jalen Hurts. But last thing I'll say is this. The Eagles are a very good team, bro. They're a top 3 team in the NFC, in my opinion, and they should be in the conversation for the Super Bowl. So time will tell. I think, in my opinion, it's them 49ers and the Lions. I've always thought the Packers are overhyped. Even now with the Jordan Love injury, he'll be out maybe 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah, it's a wrap for them. That's just the margins are too thin in the NFC. So. Yeah, but yeah, I think the Eagles are good and they're solid and they're really good. I like the running game, and I'll certainly be rooting for them. If they don't come in the way of the Bucks. So yeah,
for sure. Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, Eagles play good. They're solid. Saquon did his thing. Did me well on fantasy on my other team. You know what I'm saying? I fought with it. Thank you for that. Yeah. That's really all I gotta say. They did their thing.
Bet. Kieran?
As OJ said, you put a good you put a all-time great or elite running back into a good situation. He's obviously gonna cook. Pretty much on the offensive side of the ball, everyone played well except Jalen Hurts. Sorry that say that, Broad, but again, I'm not gonna fault him. It's the first game of the season. He'll obviously play better as the season progresses. Now I want to talk about the Packers real quick. Jordan Love, bro. You have Brett Favre syndrome. Stop throwing so many ducks. It is so frustrating. We know how talented you are. You have a rocket arm. You can definitely throw that deep ball.
Wow.
But you make some of the dumbest passes I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
Sorry to destroy Jordan Love, but still,
Oh, can I say something too?
Yeah, Coach.
Back to the point of Champ talking about the turnovers. Yeah. We gonna need those next week, though. I ain't gonna lie. Just saying, we need those turnovers next week.
Miracle next week. I'm just gonna be real with you, bro.
Yeah, that's
sure. But I'll say this again. Eagles are definitely a Super Bowl contender. Definitely their top 3. I'd probably take them over the Lions. I think the Lions are more overrated than the Eagles. People think the Eagles are overrated, but I think the Eagles are the second best team in the NFC. I don't think that's crazy at all.
Okay. BRF man. What's your thoughts?
I mean, pretty much everybody's really hitting the nail on the head. Yeah, and I was waiting for somebody to say that. I agree. I do think Philly's the second best team in the NFC. 49ers, just because they have depth everywhere. Yeah. Whereas you look at the team like Detroit, wide receiver depth is gonna hurt them badly if somebody gets hurt. And like Jameson Williams that went down early in that game against LA, and it was like, but then he came back and basically destroyed them the rest of the game. So he kind of saved them on that tip. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Saquon Barkley entering this discussion with the Philadelphia Eagles makes them a really scary team because I mean, I look at it from a standpoint like this. If you could put a DeAndre Swift in that offense and he can have a breakout year, imagine a guy who's a much better running back in every facet. Imagine what he does in that same exact scheme. And this is without Jason Kelce. I mean, Jason Kelce retired, but the rest of the offensive line is still there. They're still really, really good, and they're still going to open up holes for him. So I'm definitely expecting a big, big year out of Saquon. I'm definitely expecting MVP type numbers. I think he's going to be up there in the MVP discussion. I mean, and he should be from the standpoint of who you're going to key on in that offense. There's nobody you can really key on because if you try to put 8 in the box to try to stop Saquon, then you got AJB and you got Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert to try to defend with, and that's a hard task. And then if you want to try to cover them as far as like respect the pass, Saquon Barkley is going to eat you up for $150. So it's kind of like a pick your poison aspect with this team, which is something I think is even better than what they had last year with DeAndre Swift. So I'm definitely expecting the Eagles to definitely be around. I definitely think they're the second best team in the NFC. I definitely feel like definite Super Bowl contender. Jalen Hurts, I mean, he didn't play the worst, and particularly in the second half when they needed him, he stepped up and he started making throws, and it was almost like, touchdown here, touchdown here, touchdown here. So I mean, he stepped it up in the second half, but yeah, I definitely agree. If he cuts down on his turnovers, which I do think he will. I think he definitely has the IQ for it. He has the mind to be able to work on his mistakes and be able to cut down on those issues. The Eagles are going to be a force to be reckoned with come late in the season in the NFC. Yeah, I definitely think they're the second best team in the conference.
Okay. Before you continue on, I just wanted to say, for all those people saying that Jason Kelce impact will be missed, it's not. Like, this O-line is still the best in football. I've been saying this for years. I've always thought Lane Johnson was the best lineman on that team, like by far. So
their line is not better than Detroit's line, but go ahead.
I mean,
all right, y'all. Hey man, let's move on, man. Ken, I'm gonna let you go off, man. AR-15 had a hell of AR-5, if I might ask, had a hell of a game, man. He was throwing bombs out there. Hold on, let me see what was his stats looking like.
So you want to give my honest opinion?
No, we want you to tell lies.
All right, so Anthony Richardson.
Anthony 19, 212, 2 tutties, 1.
Okay. So what I saw was the best quarterback of all time. No, okay.
Shit.
No. But AR-15, I've always said his ceiling's the second best quarterback in the league. He saw it with those 2 absolute bomb of throws. The one big issue with Anthony Richardson is consistency. He's not that great of a processor through the middle of the field. His accuracy is a little wonky at times. That pick was completely terrible. That was completely on Richardson. He took a lot of sacks, which I didn't like. But honestly, the flashes are there. And if he reaches the ceiling, he's gonna be in that top 5 conversation. I don't care. I really don't.
Crazy work.
Oh man, wow. All right, champ. By the way, the Texans did beat the Colts on 29-27. CJ Stroud had 2 touchdowns, 234 yards. Joe Mixon went off, bro. 30. He had 30 carries though, which is crazy.
That shocked me.
30 carries for 159 yards and a TD. Nico Collins 6 receptions, 117 yards. Champ, go ahead, bro.
Hey man, they looking like what we thought they was gonna be. And I'm just gonna be very, very honest with you. I don't think that game got enough attention that it needed, because the thing is, look, for your quarterback to go for over 200 yards and for that running back to get 30 carries, guess what? You're doing exactly what you think. And then not to mention, man, let's give Stephon Diggs, although he didn't get a lot of yards, he did get 2 touchdowns yesterday. So everything is lining up. Now, we already know it's the first game of the season, but that offense is looking exactly what we think it can. And, thus far, it's looking like it does on paper. And look, Joe Mixon, people thought, oh, that was a bad move. He's washed. Hey, he proved he was in the first game of the season. And man, look, I'm glad that the Texans came out game 1 and just said, hey, we got all of these weapons. Let's use them all. And hey, man, look, and Anthony Richardson had a hell of a game too, but the highlight of that game should be C.J. Stroud and the Texans. Like I said, they have the potential, and I do stress potential, to be Super Bowl contenders, man. Super Bowl contenders.
But yeah, the thing is, shout out Nico Collins on that 4th down play. They got the first down. That is one of the best catches so far this season. And I know it's only week 1, but still, that was an amazing catch. Nico Collins. Hey, Nico Collins or Amon-Ra?
You taking Nico, aren't you?
I might take Nico.
You taking Nico Collins? Oh man. Hey, Brian, go ahead, man.
I didn't watch a lot of this game, but this was a shootout. If this doesn't show how much of an underrated team the Colts are, I don't know what to tell you.
Hey, I said that. No one believed.
Yeah, they lost, but they held in there. They held their own. They could easily steal this division from Houston. I'm not afraid to say that. And I know some people are going to say, oh, dude, that's crazy. The Texans are easily the better team on paper. Keyword, on paper. Because we all thought the Jags were going to run away with the division last year, and look what they did.
Cook.
Hey, Brandon, remember I said this? Brandon. I said this.
Yep. Sure did. OJ, go on here, man.
Yeah, you guys are bugging. You're delusional. Every single last one of you guys, bro. And and again, the Colts is the AFC version of the Packers hype train this year. Now, I will say this.
My God.
Anthony Richardson, I was very low on him. And you know this, Ben, especially on the pod with them other cats we used to do on Wednesday or whatever. I used to be low on him, call him a running back and everything else.
Yeah.
Guess what, bro? And I saw most of the game yesterday, bro. He was the best player on that field. Period, bro. Better than Nico, better than Stroud. He was the best player on the field. And for me, my concern with Anthony Richardson was that the Colts were going to try to turn him into Cam 2.0. That was my main concern. And so I was really very pleasantly surprised with what I saw from him. And I'll land the plane here, bro. Did he have a great showing? Does he look nice? Yes to all of that. But bro, y'all talking about Super Bowl, bro? Let's let them see if they can win the division first, bro.
Hold the damn phone.
Hey,
who the hell said Super Bowl?
Champ said that. Me and Broad did not say that.
Yeah, I said Super Bowl.
Champ said that.
I said that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yeah.
Champ said that, but I didn't. So don't associate
That's crazy work, bro.
That's crazy work.
Yeah. But again, here's the problem I have with these takes and their takes, right? But it's like, what would justify that, bro? There's nothing we've seen that would justify that. That is an outlandish.
Whoa. Damn.
What happened?
What happened? No, I didn't.
So
I
let's wait till
don't
he
know
gets
what
back.
happened.
But to piggyback on that, I don't think it's an outlandish
comeback, bro.
Okay. I'm gonna say this right now. Besides the Chiefs, who's the second best team in the AFC? I mean, dead ass right now.
I mean, I could say, look,
The Ravens,
maybe.
Dude,
Ravens?
that O-line,
like literally.
that O-line is not good.
That
O-line
line
is
ain't out
bad.
that door. But you know, the reason I said, look, I'm gonna just be real. Look at what they did last year. They didn't have much of a
And the
running
team
game.
right behind that was the Texans.
Exactly.
Like
You know, and we was talking about CJ Stroud last year for MVP conversation. We was
I
talking
was
about
just
him.
saying that, and I'm like, bro. I feel
And
like
my
he might be
thing
in the
is this:
conversation again.
they made it to the second round and beat the best defense in the league on the way to there with the Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett, on there. So we got a chance to see what really he could do. I don't think it's a crazy thought to think that they can make it to a Super Bowl. We've seen a lot of players make it to the Super Bowl their second year with not even a third of this talent that they have.
No, we haven't. The last that I could think of, honestly, bro, was Big Ben. Right? It was either his rookie year or whatever, but that team was crazy. So name me another time. When was another time a second-year player went to the
Dan
Super Bowl?
Marino, and then he set the record for the year.
Wait.
Oh, Dan Marino, top 7.
Dan Marino, and he didn't have not one Hall of Famer on that team. What are you talking about?
And he happens to be, bro. That's one time out of like what? When was that? 30 years ago.
That was a night. You said name one. I just named you one.
Yeah.
With no Hall of Famers on the team.
Wait. Champ. Russell Wilson.
Again, Tom Brady, he made it his second year.
Russell
What are we
Wilson.
talking about? Colin
Russell
Kaepernick
Wilson.
made it his second year. What are we talking about? There's been plenty of quarterbacks that made it to a Super Bowl.
Colin Kaepernick,
lost their second year.
Plenty?
Yes, Russell Wilson made it to a Super Bowl with the Legion of Boom. What are we talking about?
I mean, if you Mahomes made it his second year starting, so
and then he beat the number
Joe
one
Burrow
defense
made it.
last
Joe
year.
Burrow did it.
Oh,
Yeah.
So yeah, and he didn't even have no blocking like this team. So what are we talking about?
All of those guys, and Anthony Richardson is as good as all those guys you guys named.
We're not talking about Anthony Richardson.
But I don't think. But I don't.
What are we talking about?
No, with that, that's on that. That's about CJ Stroud. They're not talking about Anthony Richardson.
Oh, bro, whoa, my bad, bro. I had got kicked out. I came on. I thought you were talking about Anthony Richardson, the Colts. I'm sorry, bro. Yeah,
no, we're talking about the Texans going to the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm in full agreement. That's my fault, bro. I think
that comment is crazy.
I had got kicked out. My fault.
Oh,
Hey, champ. Hey, champ. Champ. You got kind of hype. Hey, can you find it in your heart to forgive me, man?
I'm just
all I said about Anthony Richardson, his ceiling's a top 5 quarterback. That's all I said.
To be honest with you, I want them to see. Look, I cannot wait
all
to see.
I said was that the Colts could steal the division. I never once said anything about that.
I'm not gonna lie. This has the potential to be another blood and guts division.
Oh,
much like the AFC North, much like the NFC North. And I'm not gonna lie to you, man. The way this division is looking now, it's looking a lot like it did back in the early 2000s. You know, when you had Mark Brunell, you had Steve McNair, you had Peyton Manning, all in that same division. It's looking like that now, especially if Trevor Lawrence can have a bounce back year. They have a potential in this division to be a blood and guts division. I mean, with Anthony Richardson, with CJ Stroud, with
Trevor Lawrence. I mean, Will Levis is the only person ruining that, but yeah, 100%.
All right. Let's relax on Will Levis. I know. Wait, listen. I know we played awful, but the Bears defense is really good.
I told you.
Okay.
BRF, what you say?
BRF,
what you say? Hold on, Karen.
To be fair, Caleb Williams played awful too.
I said, okay, and Champ will tell you in one of our last podcasts, I said the Chicago Bears defense is a unit on that team to really watch out for because they got super duper hot that second half of the year going into the end of last year. And even though the offense was sputtering here and that, it was the defense. They played well. They played well.
That game was the major definition of defense wins game.
Wait.
Like, what the fuck?
Bro, what was Lee talking about? Like, oh, the week 1 games were not good. Like, bro, these games are fun. Like, I don't know what.
I mean, a lot of everybody wants to see every game end in 45-45. And guess what, man? I'm gonna just be real. People, no, I'm not. This is not to knock me, but the thing is, everybody wants these games to be high score games. We gotta understand this, and let's come to grips with it. The defense the last couple of years will start to catch up with the offense.
Oh,
and
yeah.
That's what we want.
Absolutely.
That's what we want.
Yeah, no one.
I don't want. Look, I don't want to see every game end in 45-45.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I don't want to see every game. Every hardcore football fan, not just casuals who just want to see a bunch of offense.
Bro, dude, I don't
understand his comment.
Bro, dude, I don't want the stat lines at the end of the year where all quarterbacks have at least like 25 passing touchdowns. Like,
yeah, no.
Like,
like,
dude, look at
like I don't.
Like, there's like
12
30 touchdowns. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, I agree, but also like
tripping, Troy.
I didn't get his comment. I didn't get his comment.
Don't do that.
About how I just did not get his comment on why he thought every game was like bad overall, because we had some really good games like Eagles, Packers, Chiefs, Ravens, Rams, Lions. We had some boring games like Steelers, Falcons, and
not for me.
Hey, Broad.
I don't think honestly, even though we lost, I don't think that game was that boring. And let me tell you something. As a Falcons fan, I loved watching the Steelers defense Sunday. I'm not even tripping. I ain't even gonna be biased about it. They got an elite ass defense. I loved watching them.
How come you guys have not mentioned the best quarterback in the league in his game? His fantastic game yesterday. Baker Mayfield is the best quarterback in the goddamn league.
That's a goddamn lie, but he did play good.
Brandon, if we only had a roll, on this show, where we would toss it back to last year, where OJ said it was "quote unquote" against his religion to root for a team that Baker Mayfield.
I remember that.
Hey, Broad.
If only we had a roll the tape moment.
Hey, I'm fickle, bro.
Yeah, you better be, because Baker Mayfield been balling his ass off. You better be fickle to the core.
hey, listen. On the road though, can I say this? When presented with new information,
it's close to what you think. Bro,
I'm entitled to change my mind. Is that not fair?
No, I agree, but I'm just saying.
I stand corrected. Bro.
It was just funny because it's like the way that you were saying it, like just.
Oh, I was against it, bro. When I found out we got him, bro.
Hell no!
I hated it, bro.
Hell no!
Yeah.
And then I saw the videos yesterday. I'm like, bro, this is like night and day from last year, and this is hilarious.
I don't know what Sean McVay woke up in that man, but he woke up some type of beast in him. That's all I know.
Cooking, Mike Evans, man.
Yeah, I don't know what type of beast Sean McVay woke up in Baker Mayfield, but he woke something up.
I feel happy for Baker, man. I do.
Honestly, guys, you want to know what I think the biggest difference is, man? Honestly, I don't even think it's scheme. I don't think it's personnel. I think the biggest thing for Baker is he's in a place where he feels wanted, bro. He never really felt wanted in Cleveland. Carolina was a short stint. The Rams was like, okay, man, we kind of need you right now. But the Bucs, they've welcomed him, and the city of Tampa, the players, they're like, bro, this is your team, bro.
And they locked him up with that contract too.
Yeah, bro.
Agreed.
And that makes a big difference.
Has skyrocketed.
Hey, coach, man. You got anything to say about the Texans or the Bucs?
Not really. I mean, I ain't really watched that game either. Like, bro,
okay.
Like, I ain't really watched that game either. But like I said last time, last episode.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I believe in the Texans, bro. This is what I believe.
Yeah, he did say that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I think they are gonna be what they are. I think they're gonna be better than what they were last year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's set up. Like, simple.
Okay. All right. And also, we did have an upset today. The New England Patriots beat the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh my God!
Can I lead this, Ben? Can I lead this?
Go ahead, OJ. Go ahead, OJ. Go ahead.
And honestly, bro, I don't even want to talk about this game as much, but I'm gonna say this, bro, and I'm gonna start it, bro. it's time, and this is my overreaction Monday take. It's time that we really start evaluating Joe Burrow as a consensus number 2 or 3 best quarterback in the league, bro. I'm sorry, bro. He's on the hot seat this year, bro. I'm sorry, bro. He had one phenomenal year where he went to the Super Bowl, and he had a pretty good rookie year. After that, it's been okay. I'm third year. Nah, bro. And I feel like we just handed Joe Burrow that number 2. You're the second best, or you're the third best.
I personally never thought Joe Burrow was that high.
You did,
I
but the
personally,
vast majority,
I've never
of
had
football.
Joe Burrow at 2. I've never had him at 2.
I never had that man at 2.
Listen,
I know what you're saying, OJ. A lot of people did.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm a victim.
Vast majority of people had him
Because I
top
think
3,
he's better
bro.
than Josh Allen.
I don't.
I've never evaluate that, bro.
I don't.
Never thought he was better.
I never thought that. I never thought that.
To be honest with you, I feel like this. I'm not going to sit here and disagree with OJ about a lot of things, but I do think that Joe Burrow is a top 3 quarterback. I have to be honest with you. But I got to say this. There's a lot of distractions around that team right about now. There's a hell of a lot of distractions around that team. There's distractions around T. Higgins' contract. There's a lot of distractions around, Jamar Chase's contract. There's a whole lot of distractions around that team. Plus, you have to ask yourself, hey, look, are they doing an even better job of protecting Joe Burrow at a certain point, that offensive line? So the thing is, I say this all the time, and PSP and BRF will tell you, I say this more often than I tie my shoes in the morning time. The quarterback can't throw on his back. And the thing is this, if you can't block the New England Patriots, what the hell makes you think you're going to be able to block in this blood and guts league? I hate to bring this up. I'm sorry, BRF, but you saw what happened against my Atlanta Falcons with a
what I just say, Champ. I enjoyed watching Pittsburgh play defense. You ain't hurt my feelings at all.
What happened with Kirk Cousins with a comparable line? Mind you, our line was ranked top 10 in the league by Pro Football Focus and the league itself.
Yeah.
So you saw what happened against Kirk Cousins with a line that's comparable. Bro. So imagine what's going to happen in that same division with a line that ain't worth the salt and the bread when you got Joe Burrow laying back in the back. I will say this before and I'll say it again.
Joe Burrow went to the Super Bowl with a sorry O-line too. So there's that.
Again.
Joe Burrow's way better than him.
Most definitely.
OJ on one today, bro.
He's way better than him.
No. How long will that last? Look what happened with Andrew Luck. He took his team to an AFC championship, not once but twice. How long does that last when you're taking all them pot shots? How long does that last? It's only so long. Look, people talk about the quarterback. But the most important position on that field is those 5 guys up front in them trenches.
Yeah.
If you don't believe that, ask the Dallas Cowboys or the Niners. Ask Broad's team right about now. Ask Joe Gibbs and the Washington football team back in the 80s. Every single great team, their cornerstone is the offensive line. Look at Patrick Mahomes. So the thing is, you can do without a good offensive line, maybe 1, maybe 2 years. But the thing is this, guess what? It's not going to last that long. Look at Andrew Luck. I give that as a prime example. They was taking pot shots at him for so long, he finally gave out. And if they don't watch it in Buffalo, running Josh Allen the way they do, he going to end up the same way. So the thing is, without a line to protect you in this blood and guts, this division in the AFC North has some of the best defenses you ever want to see. Yeah. And like I said, you saw what the Pittsburgh Steelers did to a top 10 offensive line just last night when they played my Atlanta Falcons. Imagine what they're going to do when they face Joe Burrow and the Bengals. Hell,
they licking their chops when they see the Cincinnati Bengals. Straight up.
They watch like how damn near 8 cents.
I was surprised. Fucking Kirk Cousins was sacked like fucking at least 5 times. So.
I'm surprised he didn't get hit. I'm surprised he didn't get hit.
Hey, I'm gonna say this to Champ. I don't want to call you out, but you said it was more than the system, TJ Watt. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I said what now?
TJ Watt is the system. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I said it. And I stand by it. I will stand by it. That
game
it's more so
that
the
game
system
showed
than
it.
it
But
is the
shit,
linebackers.
to kind of piggyback off what you were saying, how like Burrow can't throw off his back.
They
He's
clicked
not
on Bauer, by the way.
one. If you look at all of his offensive lines throughout his career, you can't say that one of them was top 5, top 10 ever. Hell, you look up the stats, he has consistently been top 5. I think even in majority of cases, top 3 most sacked quarterback in the NFL.
He's the most sacked quarterback since David Carr. The most sacked quarterback since David Carr. And if you look at David Carr, when he first got to the Houston Texans, when he was drafted out of Fresno State, he was sacked over 75 times. Joe Burrow has been sacked just that many times. And his team and David Carr's team was a damn expansion team. That's
Just
how
so you
bad
guys,
the
just so you
offensive line
guys,
is.
hold on a
Yeah,
second, hold on a second.
quarterback.
No, bro, I gotta chime in on here. Just so you guys know, bro, sacks. I love how you guys love to use sacks as if it's indicative of the quality of an offensive line. And that's not always the case, bro. Lamar Jackson routinely is like a top 5 guy that gets sacked, and their line is not terrible, bro. So sacks is not just indicative of a bad line, bro. It's also indicative of how quick quarterback gets rid of the ball. Like Big Ben would routinely be like top 5 sack guy. But again, it wasn't because of their line, because he would always try to extend the play. So it ain't just because their line is bad too. Just to add some context as well, because people love to say, "Oh, this guy did second." Yeah, Derek Carr was trash. There's that too. I mean, obviously Joe Burrow.
And not all of that. Hey, but not all of that. He's the most. Not all of that. Since David Carr, Joe Burrow is the most favorite quarterback. He's the most favorite quarterback.
Speaking of Derek Carr, he played
But
great.
also, OJ, the one concept
sure did.
we're also not adding into this is the different styles of quarterbacks, because Lamar Jackson is a true deep threat,
That's true.
deep dual threat,
That's true.
while Joe Burrow is more of a traditional pocket passer.
Yeah, that's a great point. And that actually leads to my argument, which is you got to think about the context as well. Like, and which is to say, I got to look at the numbers. I personally did not see the Bengals Patriots game or what have you. But for me, bro, it seems like Joe Burrow is picking up from where he left off last season. So I'll pay more attention this week around. I mean, didn't you guys see the games? Like the plays that he was protected. How did he look?
I'm not gonna overreact to Joe Burrow because the Bengals always.
I didn't watch a lot of it, but like some plays, he was better protected than others. Like a lot of times when he was dropping back, I mean, his window was like collapsing within a second.
I'm not gonna overreact to Joe Burrow. The Bengals, they always start off slow, so let's see what happens around like week 5.
No, I agree with Kieran. I'm not going to overreact on this. I mean, how OJ was bringing up consistency. The one thing that also we haven't talked about is, I mean, he had like an okay game. It wasn't great, but compared to the last few years, where he started with 4 interceptions and then he had 2 interceptions last year. He had no turnovers.
No, last year he had 75 yards.
But he also had turnovers. Like this year, he's had, I think it was 160 something, but 0 turnovers.
Yeah, but again though, the Bengals also shot themselves in the foot. They had a fumble at the 1 yard line too.
Yep.
Like,
I saw that.
It wasn't all on Joe Burrow. Like I'm not saying he played great. Like I'm obviously not saying that, but also Jamar Chase was. I don't know what.
Mike Gesicki dropped a touchdown pass.
Yeah, like we gotta relax. And week one games are always fluky. They are always fluky.
Agreed.
That's fair.
All right. Hey, the 3 Falcons fans here, I'm gonna let y'all go at it. I know y'all got some things to say. Steelers beat the Atlanta Falcons in a close one. The score was
that was pathetic, bro. How you lose to 6 field goals? Those Falcons suck, bro.
Bro,
sorry.
Chris Boswell's MVP.
Sorry about that, Ben. Go ahead, but Falcons.
Bro, we gotta push the agenda.
But, Coach, I'm gonna let you start. Go ahead, Coach. Say what you got to say.
Let's hear the excuses. Go ahead, Coach. Excuses.
Hold on. Let me say this. That shit you seen yesterday also ain't gonna happen the rest of the season. Hope y'all know that.
We'll see.
I hope y'all know that. Nah, look at me.
We'll see.
Hope y'all know that. But
it's gonna happen next week.
You got Philly next week. You got Kansas City.
I understand that.
Wait.
But like I said,
0-3.
Hey, look,
Bijan
I
Robinson
want to point
thinking
out.
he's
Look.
Le'Veon
I know we're not at the winners and losses yet, but let me point something out now. Caleb McGarry, bro. Caleb motherfucking Gary, bro. We need you to get on your motherfucking, A game this year, bro. Like that shit Sunday was some crazy shit. I get TJ Watt is TJ Watt. But hey, you got Chris Jones coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we got motherfuckers coming up on that that edge this year. We need some motherfucking. We need to get shit going. Penalties too. Penalties kicking our ass, bro. Yesterday, like shit was wild.
And some of that is on the coaching too.
It has a lot to do with timing and yeah, we got a new coaching system, so that's all. That also plays a factor. It was just a fluke. I mean, it was just it was one of those games.
Wait,
just
I got
happened
a question.
to be the first week.
I got a question for you though, man. I thought TJ Watt, he kept timing the snap count perfectly.
Yeah, he did.
Like, so my thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, bro.
You one of the best at that, bro.
Switch it up, bro. Like, if I'm seeing it from the living room, bro, it's like the coaches, y'all can't pick up on that and try to just switch it up or something. Like, the dude kept teeing off, man.
Yeah. But
That boy does his homework, man.
Yeah, like I said,
hey, what to say? Bro, y'all got an edge rusher named Bond. What's Bond to do?
Linebacker Zach Bond, University of Wisconsin.
Yeah, that dude.
No, he's taking Bryce Huff.
Yeah,
who we got from the Jets.
Oh yeah, he tough, bro. BRF champ. I'm gonna let y'all two go at it, man.
You want to go? BRF? You want me to go?
Champ,
you go first, champ. Let's hear your excuses.
You go first. You go first.
You know what? I know this is the first game of the season, man. I know it is, but look here, I'm not finna spend no expense on my Atlanta Falcons. Number one, I'm gonna just be real with you. Stop calling all them little safe plays. We didn't bring Kirk Cousins here to be safe and hand it off and toss it to Bijan Robinson and Tyler Aguilar all game long. We brought you here to air that ball out like a ceiling fan. That's what we brought you here for. We didn't bring you here to be safe. I don't know whether if that offensive coordinator Jack Robinson, if he knew that if Kirk Cousins was still hampered, then guess what? He should have went on here to put Michael in there and see what he can do the first game of the season. It's still early in the season. Number two, look, the defense. The highlight of that game was the defense. You to hold them to 6 field goals and not even let them in the red zone until the end of the game. That's impressive. I think that defense did a hell of a job of putting pressure on Justin Fields. I think they did a hell of a job at the field position or whatever. It was just up to the offense in order to do some things. They did not do a good job. I bring him a lot of that on the offensive coordinator because guess what, man?
Nah, Justin Fields sucks.
Damn, let me finish, bro. Shit. But I blame a lot of that on the offensive coordinator because I don't think that after that first drive, that showed you how you could attack the Steelers off defense. And you didn't follow up on that with anything but other than all of this conservative rhetoric. That's not what you brought Kirk Cousins here for. You have got to do a better job of play calling than that. Otherwise, these next couple of weeks gonna be rough on you because the thing is, it ain't look, Philadelphia, much respect, bro, but they ain't even the worst of it. You got the defending Super Bowl champions coming to the house in another week. So I don't know what kind of act you got, but I don't know what kind of beef you got right now, but you better grill it up and eat it real fast because the thing is, with the defending Super Bowl champs coming to towns, you don't want them to put our defense in such a position where they cannot hold you anymore, where they out here lighting us up like a Christmas tree in December. Let's get it together, man. You have to look. You have the weapons. That offensive line. Look, you did not bring Kirk Cousins into this whole situation in order to be conservative. You did not do that. If you was going to do that, you should have went on ahead and drafted Michael Penix Jr. and just let him play. If that was
we can't be wasting.
Exactly.
We can't waste no more, bro.
Cousins is a veteran. He is a veteran quarterback. All that safe stuff, it needs to go out of the window. It needs to go out of the window. I mean, we'll give you a bell look at this first game, but we better see somebody airing that ball out in the second game because the thing is this. We can't have this. We did not bring Kirk Cousins here just so he can sit around here and hand the ball off to Bijan. We did not do that. Now, granted, Bijan did a hell of a job, 100 yards from scrimmage. I like that. Tyler Aguilar was good in key positions. I like all that. But guess what? We brought Kirk Cousins here to make big plays down that blankety-blank field. And we need those big plays.
Oh, and another thing, too.
Get it together.
Another thing, too, bro. Get that motherfucking ball into Drake London's hands, bro. Way more. I fuck with Ray McLeod. That's my guy. You know, Clemson Tiger, too. You know, but I need Drake London to get the ball more. When he gets the ball more, it actually we play better as a passing team. Even though, you know, we're gonna get better with that since we actually have a quarterback that can do that. You get him the ball more, it's gonna create way more for our passing game. And we ain't really had that much chemistry passing the ball, of course. But like. And I've seen this, but even last year I've seen this. Like I said, when Drake London had great games, we do a lot more on offense. Mm-hmm. But you know what I'm saying? We just gotta, you know, do that.
For sure. BYF, go on here, man.
I mean, Coach had brought up about Drake London when he has big games. The offense as a whole plays better. That's because. I mean, that's part of the natural flow of the offense. Of course, like when you're number one and when your receiver is having a good game, it loosens the defense. It keeps them from playing 7, 8 guys in the box. It keeps them from playing 8 in the box, and then your running backs can do their thing. So I mean, that's kind of like part of the natural flow of the offense. That's why I think they do need to get the ball to Drake a little more or make an effort to. I mean, 3 targets is not going to get it done. But this is what I'll say. Is that they did a horrible job with adjustments. If you're a Falcons fan, you know Caleb McGarry is way better in run protection than pass protection. And then you're having to deal with TJ Watt. You should know you need to bring somebody over to chip him. Otherwise, TJ Watt is going to beat you like you stole something consistently. And that's exactly what happened. They did a horrible job of adjusting. They did not. I don't know what made them think, okay, we're gonna keep rolling with it. Caleb, he's gonna stop and we're gonna make a big play. It never happened because Caleb McGarry got destroyed.
I watched it look like the same play every time we on offense. Like the same fucking play.
It practically was because it's either TJ reading the snap count, knowing when they're gonna go and jumping it, or it's him just basically out footworking them. It's pretty much what it boils down to. TJ Watt just destroyed Caleb McGarry. It is what it is, but I blame a lot. But what it is, the coaching did a horrible job with adjustments. And the crazy thing about the game is they did not run a single play out of play action. Mm-hmm. And Kirk Cousins was hardly ever under center. It was either shotgun, pistol. He was never under center. That tells me right there, homeboy is still hurt. Why aren't you got? I mean, you got one of the best running game. You got one of the best running back tandems in the league. Why aren't you calling him to get under center, whether it's running play action or running simple or just running simple running game concepts? That right there tells me even if he is 100%, it's a mental thing that Kirk Cousins need to get over ASAP. Otherwise, we're gonna be 0-3 like it's nobody's business. And honestly, I don't see evidence that shows me we're not going to be 0-3 after these next 2 games. Nothing tells me that we're not. Nothing tells me that we're not. It was the first 3 games that I looked at. I'm like, yeah, would not surprise me if we went 0-3 from the standpoint of you got Pittsburgh plays defense like crazy, and then you got Philly and Kansas City, who you're going to have to match blow for blow with offensively. Yes, Sunday was not a good. It's not good evidence to show me we're going to be able to do that. So what they're going to have to do this week, get in the film room. I'm talking about they need to work on some stuff. They need to be better prepared for whatever these defenses are going to throw at them. They need to do better, especially when it comes to second half adjustments, because they were horrible. Yeah, they were horrible. 10 points with these weapons is unacceptable. They need to get back in the film room and they need to work on some stuff because that Sunday is not going to get it done.
It's really the offense clusterfuck, really. But
That
I
was
wouldn't say shout out to
that's
the
what that was.
It's also
That's exactly what that was.
So this is what I'll say, man. I'll say this. I'm gonna cut on some slack because Kirk Cousins' new system, whatever. So I'll cut on some slack. But a couple of takeaways from me because I saw a lot of the games, bro. Bijan Robinson, you're not Aaron Foster, you're not Le'Veon Bell, you're not Priest Home, bro. Like, stop trying to be cute, bro. Pick a hole and hit the hole hard. There are a couple of us I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You're trying to dance and trying to elude too much, bro. Just pick a hole and hit it hard. But to me, that's just a pulling them aside and let them know. I don't think that's that deep. That's something you could easily adjust with that. But the other takeaway I have is like, bro, if you're playing the Steelers, the meeting should be there's one guy that we need to worry about. There's one guy that could lose this game. That's TJ Watt. You got to sell out on TJ, bro. You got to put two guys every single. I don't care what you have to do.
Exactly.
You know
Straight double
that,
team,
that's
chip
the
block, whatever you got to
bro,
do.
double team every single time, bro. Yeah, bro. Anyone could beat us except you, bro. And, bro, he's arguably the best pass rusher in the league, bro. You contain him and you win that game, bro. So that's my biggest takeaway, bro. Like, TJ Watt being a one-man wrecking crew, completely unacceptable. The other stuff, bro, honestly, bro, the Falcons, like, getting Drake London involved. I noticed that because I have him on my fantasy, so I was pissed. But, oh, damn. But, yeah, man, a lot of the stuff they could fix, bro. They could adjust the stuff. But, yeah, you guys are starting 0-3, much to my joy because I'm a Bucks fan. And so, yeah, 0-3.
Yeah. I mean, you're looking over the game. I mean, going 2 for 9 on third down, only having 226 yards of total offense, 3 turnovers to Pittsburgh 0. You're not going to win. You're not going to win much games doing that. I mean, the defense did their job. They kept Pittsburgh out of the end zone. They kept Pittsburgh also out of the red zone a majority of the game. Yet y'all still lost. And both offenses weren't that special yesterday. You look at Pittsburgh's offense, and it was meh.
It wasn't even meh.
Like Justin Fields was like an okay game, but wasn't anything special whatsoever.
It was basic as hell. And then on top of that, and I feel like they was getting a lot of, I'd say, yards, mostly off of what. I don't even want to call it chunk plays, but at the end of the half, like that long ball to George Pickens was having his way with those. Like, and that was whatever for them to not score a touchdown, which
but even then, like some of the other shorter pass plays, like a 3-yard check down to Pat Freiermuth would turn into like an 8-9 yard gain.
Yeah, that too.
All right, y'all. Before we get to the top 3 winners and losers, y'all want to talk about the Lions game from the Sunday night?
Do you not want to talk?
Can we talk? No, ho. Can we talk about the Cowboys and the Browns, please?
Oh, hey, coach.
Wait.
Put this out there. Coach. I'm gonna ask you a question because I know T probably watching. Is Deshaun Watson cooked? Is he cooked?
Yes, bro. Yes.
Bro, he's burnt toast.
Yes.
He's ass.
Yes. My thing is this. If I can interject in this real quick, look.
That is the nail in the coffin.
To be honest with you, look, I'm gonna just be real.
I said in the chat.
People keep on, because I made a video about this earlier. Because remember, and I'll bring this up because this is one of my best takes. Remember when the Cleveland Browns said they got rid of Baker Mayfield because they wanted an adult in the room?
Oh, I know.
Wow.
Oh,
I'm just saying. Remember when Cleveland? Believe me.
First playoff game in 26 years, and he's not.
Again,
Get the hell out.
Remember they said they wanted an adult in the room. How's that adulting going for you, Cleveland? I mean, I just want to know because right now, I'm gonna just be real. This team is equivalent to the early 2000s Dolphins, and if you know that team like I do, it's quite similar. You have a hell of a defense. You got great players at the skill position. You have a hell of an offensive line. You got good running backs, but you don't have a damn quarterback. And that is why Dave Warren said that Ricky Williams went ringless in the early 2000s because they didn't have a quarterback. Right now, man, Deshaun Watson is cooked, baked, fried. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna
Send him.
It's so
Send him
sad,
to
bro.
Cancun.
and the
But
thing
why?
is, look,
Why though?
and the thing is,
no,
look,
we sent him to
Because he's not good.
No.
he's not good.
My question is, I'm asking you guys, why do you think he's cooked? I agree with you guys.
Bro,
He's
do you see
horrible.
how many
He
fucking
cannot pass the ball.
Yeah,
bro? He can't
He can't
throw.
pass.
Like
can't
it's
throw.
so good. It's so
But-
He's
sad.
behind. It seems like he's
Like, what
constantly
happened,
behind
But
on every single
happened,
play.
though? Like, I'm trying to figure out what happened to me, bro. Is it a swag thing, bro? Like, I have zero confidence. That has to be it, bro. It's not like he's physically hurt.
Old. What did we expect?
I really just think it's mental. I think it's just his mental, really.
No,
It
it's
has
not,
to be,
bro.
It has to be, bro.
It has to be. He lost his dad, then all that little allegation shit. Like it's a lot.
Little.
I think it has to be mental.
and culture. Now that's starting back up after what we just saw today.
Well, yeah. This
The
is
thing
mental.
is,
I
this,
gotta
he was
say,
washed. He was washed last year, so I don't want to hear about all that mental shit. He was washed last year, and so the thing was, guess what? We gave you that first year. We gave you a mulligan because you only played a few games. The second year, you had a full year in order to get back. Okay, you messed up that year. We understand it's your first full year back. Then last year you came out before that last drive that you led your team down the field for them to keep the game-winning field goal. That was the best you ever looked. You were still looking washed before that. Now you come into this season, you have the same team. The Cleveland Browns have the most expensive offense in the league. They spent $200 million on offensive players every single year. And you mean to damn tell me you can't do anything on that offensive side of the ball with the weapons that you have? If this was any other quarterback, would we be making excuses for him? If Josh Allen had this weapons and all in this offensive line and this defense, would we be making excuses for him? If he came out and Joe Flacco took them to a playoff game, would we be making these excuses for him? We need to stop making excuses for these damn quarterbacks. Let's stop doing that. Every time a quarterback messes up, we want to blame everybody around him. We want to blame his mental. We want to blame his trauma. We want to blame.
It's not an excuse.
We want to blame
an excuse, bro. Bro, hold on a second.
Stop doing that.
You're bugging, bro. It's not an excuse, bro.
It is an excuse. What else
it's
is it?
not. How is it? How is it an excuse?
Good.
How is it an excuse,
I think
bro?
that's just the only thing it could be. I don't
Bro,
know.
how is it an excuse, bro? Here's my whole thing, bro. It's only one of two things, bro. It's either his physical attributes, his physical health is declining or whatever, and I don't believe that to be the case. Or it's a mind thing, bro. It's not an excuse.
Right now, he is. If you look at his play, and I'm gonna just put it out there, dude. I'm 6 feet 290. I'm a stubby little fucker. So I'm gonna just keep it real. And he looks behind on every single play. It looks like he's 2 seconds or at least 3 seconds behind the pass rush and his offensive line and his receivers on every single play. And if I can recognize that, and I'm sitting my big ass on the couch eating a sandwich every single Sunday, I know everybody else can recognize it. So guess what? Let's stop talking about his mental. How was his mental last year?
What about the year
What's up with that? Because the best he had ever looked leading up to last year was when he took his team down the field and so his team put his team in position to get that field goal. We thought he was on his way up then, but then come to find out. But even before that, he was washed. He was looking washed. So what is the next excuse going to be for Deshaun Watson? You got paid $230 million fully guaranteed. I don't want to hear nobody else ever say Lamar Jackson and Dak Prescott don't deserve their contract after this young man just got paid all that money and he did squat since. And he got more talent on his team than both of them got right now. So when do the excuses stop? You got a Pro Bowl tight end. You got a Pro Bowl wide receiver. You got Jared Judy, who has a hell of a lot of potential. And you got one of the best defensive players in the league. And you got the number one defense in the league. They showed you what they can do last year. They showed you, this whole team, the Cleveland Browns showed you what they can do last year when they got at least a competent quarterback. I'm not talking about great. I said competent. They showed you what you can do. So guess what? After all this, nobody wants to hear about, oh man, well, he might be this, he might be that. Okay, what's the excuse gonna be next? You got too much money, you don't know what to damn do with it.
Hey,
what's up with it? because we need to start calling spades spades. Guess what? There's a hell of a lot more quarter. Josh Allen is thriving with a third of that talent. He's thriving with a third of that talent. By far, look, if you look up everybody and the level of talent that Josh Allen has, he has if you look at the top quarterbacks in the leagues right now, Josh Allen is doing what he's doing with a third of the talent that half of these quarterbacks are doing, including in his own division.
He's cooking.
I was gonna say, wait, you said more weapons than Lamar. I'm like, does he have more weapons than Lamar?
Cooking what?
What are we talking? Culture. You cannot be serious. Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Lamar has weapons.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Wait, who?
Right now. I was like, does he have more weapons than Lamar?
No. That one's debatable.
That's
debatable.
Very debatable. That's something debatable. But when you look at Dak Prescott,
because Zay Flowers,
when you look at Dak Prescott, when you look at Christian McCaffrey, when you look at Jalen Hurts, when you look at a lot of these guys, if you look at Jared Goff, if you look at even Deshaun Watson himself, if you look at Joe Burrow, Josh Allen doesn't have a third of those. He doesn't have not one. I think I said this last year in a video responding to Maddie when he said Josh Allen was better than Jim Kelly. He doesn't have a third of the weapons that a lot of his peers have. He doesn't even have a third of the weapons that the guy who's playing Aaron Rodgers have right now. He don't have a third of those weapons. And he's doing it without that. In fact, he's the running game and the passing game. So guess what? Put Josh Allen on the Cleveland Browns. I guarantee you they'll win a Super Bowl this year.
Damn. Damn.
Ooh. Bro. Bro.
Damn.
I watched most of the game. Yeah. I watched most of the
go hang out with Mia Khalifa. We ain't had no problem with that. Now go play football.
I watched most of the
Thursday nights, 9 o'clock.
Oh my God.
So I watched.
Bro, this is crazy, bro. Hey, Chris, glad you came on the pod. What's going on, bro?
That damn broad red, bro. My bad.
This is hilarious, bro.
Wasn't expecting you to
my bad. Hey, Champ, we weren't expecting you to saute your dinner, bro. I'm just saying.
Ain't gonna lie, bro. I just thought of an idea. I'm about to post this whole Deshaun Watson segment tomorrow, bro. I'm for real. I'm posting this whole segment on YouTube.
Can I say something about Deshaun Watson?
That his next stop should be in jail.
Yo,
Yes.
Brandon.
Oh, damn. What's up, at least at West Coast Productions.
Brandon, can you hear me?
Oh, what's up, Kieran? Oh, shit, I thought it was Chris talking. What's up, Kieran?
Okay, I'm gonna say this the nicest way possible. Deshaun Watson, I'm sorry, you're cooked, buddy. I watched the entire Browns game. He overthrew 7 times. He overthrew his receivers 7 times. He's not good. He is bad. And Champ nailed it on the coffin. When are the excuses stop piling up? You leave Houston, and you guarantee the Browns are going to go to the Super Bowl. Doesn't happen. It hasn't happened yet. I know he's been injured. I get that sexual assault allegation, but I'm tired of the excuses. This year, they trade for Jerry Jeudy. They still have Amari Cooper. Nick Chubb is going to be healthy, and you still are terrible. You are still bad.
Yeah.
The sad part about the entire Deshaun Watson situation, I can go back to my first really viral TikTok video back in 2020, where I duetted everybody's favorite Wee Hoopin'. I duetted him, and it was a top 5 quarterback video. I mean, you know how he likes to troll and stuff.
Yeah.
I had Deshaun Watson as the 3rd best quarterback in the league after the 2020 season, which at the time was not a ridiculous thing to say. The fall off since 2020 has been ridiculous, bro. It's been crazy.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson, and it's also crazy because Deshaun Watson in 2020, he led the league in yards, and I think he was top 5 in passing touchdowns.
Yeah.
I think he threw like 30. I want to say he was 34-7 touchdown to pick ratio. He was insane.
Yeah, and he was doing.
He was looking like a Hall of Famer. Like he was looking like a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he was the best thing that Houston since Warren Moon.
33-7 for 48.
33-7. That's it. 33-7. I mean, the dude had. The year before got Houston to the freaking divisional round where they honestly, you could make a case they should have beat KC, but I mean, Bill O'Brien was their coach. That's a whole nother conversation for another day. But even still, it's man. I mean, you can't really argue with anything that Champ said. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you save Deshaun Watson at this point. I don't think you can.
The thing is, look,
I'm gonna be honest. This might be the biggest fall off from a superstar I've ever seen.
Agreed.
Like,
to be honest with you,
Studied.
like
to be
it's
honest with you,
like what other quarterback? I have a question. What other quarterback gets traded to a better situation and is just complete ass?
that's what I was just about to say. When you think about Russell Wilson, he went to a worse situation than the Legion.
Yeah.
When you think about a lot of quarterbacks that get traded, they usually go to a worse situation, end up being, they ended up depending on them in order to try to be the savior.
Jared Goff,
he got to go to an even better situation.
Just saying.
I think it's so like the Russ thing. I agree with, but I think that one's a little different because he was way older and he was starting to regress.
Jared Goff with the Lions.
Jared Goff. That's a good
THROWDOWN now.
I think that's a prime example.
I mean, what other one that I can really think of? Like, I can't really.
You got traded to an even better situation, and you still can't.
It's being traded to a better situation, and then the ceiling you hit, and then just boom. I've never seen it.
I mean, look, if all else fails, they got applications for you at West Coast Productions, Deshaun Watson. They'll be happy to
I mean, the only one that I can think of.
Antoine, thank you. Jared Goff was literally sent to die in Detroit, and in 3 seasons,
he got better.
Hold that team around and bring them to the NFC Championship.
Exactly. Sent to die, and he got better.
I'm happy for Jared Goff. I'm glad he's doing.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I also about the Browns Cowboys game. Tom Brady does not have an announcer's voice. Everyone would say, "Oh, he did a great job." No, he didn't. What the hell was that voice?
Tom
Browns O-line.
Well, the thing is, in his defense, man, I'm gonna just be real. A lot of times, I'm gonna just be real, man, because I'm a Tom Brady fan. Although I owe you one, Tom Brady, 28-3. I ain't forgot you. But the thing is,
I don't care at this point. Why would folk keep bringing that up, bro?
For real, it's like bring up an ex-girl, bro. Like just move on.
Exactly.
I'm telling you.
That's funny as hell.
Sometimes you can be trying to do something for the first time and you're trying too hard. And I think that's what he was doing. He was like, look, you got to do what comes natural to you. You can't be over enthusiastic because people are going to know when it's fake. People know when it's not authentic. And I think in Tom's case yesterday, he was just trying a little bit too hard to sound enthusiastic and not sound like he was monotone. And I think that was the case at this point in time. I don't think it was any. I think he did a decent job, but I don't think we've seen the best of what he can do. So I mean,
Tony Romo wasn't like light and day his first game. So,
but I mean, I will say this: he wasn't Aqib Talib bad. Man, that was a great play.
Don't bring up Aqib Talib.
Do not bring him up. Oh my god.
You know who I can't.
Was he near like Jason Witten bad? Yes.
No, I can't stand here. Jonathan Velma, bro. Can't stand here.
He was actually somewhat smart around it.
He's smart, but I can't stand hearing him, bro. Like his voice, I don't know. He be kind of cringy as fuck. Like
I agree. I agree with him. He knows his stuff, but like
when it comes to former players being commentators, CBS has done a lot better with that, with Fouts, with Lofton, with Gannon.
Oh yeah,
Fox, where Rondé is good, Vilma is good. It keeps suck.
I'm ready for Matt Ryan to do more games. I think he's going to be awesome.
I feel like Matt Ryan should be. I think Matt Ryan would be a great broadcaster.
Like,
Bro, tell me what not.
He's with I think he's doing the CBS today, the pregame.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, he did games last year. He's good.
Actually,
He's
he
really
did.
good.
Yeah. He did a
this. I want to say this because I'm trying to get into this industry. The fact that none of these companies like Fox,
Oh my God, Brees
CBS,
fumbled.
NBC have not picked up RG3 to be a color commentator is absolutely ridiculous.
Brees fumbled.
I agree with that, bro. Outside of the crazy stuff he may say on the air and whatever, RG3 is really good. I'll give you that.
Hey, but you know what's crazy?
The fact that none of those three companies have picked them up is absolutely ridiculous.
I think it is too.
Tell me
Hey,
why.
Go ahead, Coach. Go ahead, Coach.
Tell me why. Yeah, last year I was watching. I think it was a preseason. It was the Panthers and Colts preseason game last year. So I guess it's a CBS. I don't know if everybody could watch. I don't know, but I was watching it. I'm like, I'm listening to them talking shit. I'm like, why did I? Then I heard somebody say, "Oh, this is Matt Ryan." I'm like, "Whoa, this is Matt Ryan, bro." I couldn't tell, bro. I don't know. That shit caught me up. I was like, damn.
I think we can all agree the person who has the most annoying voice when it comes to commentating in any sport has to be Avery Johnson.
Oh
yeah. Hey Chris,
Tony Romo.
You love the game of basketball.
Get off
Hey Chris, go ahead, man. You got anything you want to say?
I'm calm, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's week one, bro. It's week one.
You,
We good, bro. We chilling, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, wait. I didn't say anything.
Go ahead, Karen.
First of all, TJ Watt, D-Boy candidate, as always.
I don't like playing against him.
Justin Fields,
Fields. Feel out of Trent's book. Who cares a fuck about an award?
Fields look okay. He didn't really do anything crazy. He didn't turn the ball over, which I like. So that's all we can ask for. Not turn the ball over and rely on the run game. So yeah.
Oh yeah, great years back. That's what I'm gonna say. Also, Judon Beast. Defense, good. They did their part. You know what I'm saying? Just not giving up field goals, not touchdowns. Offense. I'm just hoping Kirk is good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't expect him to be in the pistol the whole game, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hopefully, I saw Champ's video. He said like Zach Robinson better like open up some plays, so it's not just Bijan eating the whole game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Brandon,
Yo.
do you want me to talk about it or not?
What about K-Dot?
Yeah.
There's one more thing.
We got like 15 more minutes. Go ahead, Coach. Make it quick, bro. If you can.
I was about to say shit. I'm the music guy, so as y'all know, how y'all feel about Kendrick being the halftime show?
I don't really care about the halftime show.
Should have been Wayne, but
honestly, man, let me just
New Orleans. Yeah.
Go ahead, Chip.
To be honest with you, hey, if you really look back at the history of the Super Bowl, when they go to somebody's hometown, do they ever give them the nod for it? No,
they don't.
They don't. When they went to Miami, they ain't put Uncle Luke, Trick Dad, and everybody that we know down there, or Rick Ross, or none of those guys, or DJ Khaled on stage. Yeah. When they came to Atlanta, they ain't put out. When you came to Atlanta, didn't put Outkast on stage.
They just put Maroon 5.
You come to Atlanta and you put Maroon 5 over having an Atlanta hip hop dominated halftime show. What are we doing?
So guess what? This is a whole video within itself. So guess what? It's kind of like me going to Philadelphia. It's kind of like me going to Philadelphia and then me not putting Meek Mill and Will Smith up there on the stage. It's done. So for everybody,
Uzi.
No,
Uzi.
I'm not finna. I don't listen to Uzi, but I don't listen to Uzi.
Just want to rock. Body
But,
that'd be so nasty.
I don't listen to Uzi. But yeah, my little cousin listen to him. Shout out if you watching this, but no, I don't mess with Uzi like that. But there's been plenty of instances. The only time they really got it right, is when they had the Super Bowl in Los Angeles. So guess what? This ain't the first time or the last time. We can complain, scream, and kick and let the fur fly all we want. Guess what? You knew when they didn't have Atlanta hip hop in Atlanta at the Super Bowl, you knew something was wrong then. So guess what? This ain't nothing new. I don't understand why people it shouldn't shock you anymore. And the thing is, look, I'm gonna just be real. Kendrick is hot right now. So you're gonna pick the hottest. You're gonna pick the hottest gun you can pick up in order to try to gain attention.
He hot. He has the hottest song in the world.
Exactly.
Well, songs in the world. He has the catalog.
Yeah, he has the catalog.
He has the songs that cater to not just black people, but everybody loves Kendrick. Like
everybody. Hey man, everybody's singing "They Not Like Us."
I know everybody wanted Lil Wayne, and I guess Cash Money, but we look at the majority. This is going to be in front of the world. Like motherfuckers is going to sit down, everybody, and watch the fucking game.
Everybody gonna watch that.
And this is also in February, Black History Month. So to hear "Not Like Us," and all right, that's gonna be fire, bro. Like it makes sense, and it's in a place like New Orleans. Like it just makes sense.
Hey, Coach, what if he busts out and starts singing "Spiteful Chant," bro?
Oh shit.
That's crazy. That's good.
Fucking wicked.
Hey, Champ, we got like 13 more minutes. We just do 1 and 1 today, but every week of football for football season, I want to do like top 3 winners and top 3 losers for this week for week 1. Champ, you could just give one winner and one loser for this week for week 1.
The biggest
it could be a team, it could be a player, it could be coach, anybody.
The biggest winner yesterday, and I hate to say this, but shout out to my mom, man. Shout out to mom. If you know me, you know it's a house divided because my mom's a Cowboys fan. But biggest winner yesterday was Cowboys. Biggest for me was Cowboys because the thing is they came out there and they dominated. They dominated the Cleveland Browns. Dak just got paid, so there's no more controversy on that. If you know Jerry Jones like I'm knowing, he's not going to let Micah Parsons get away. He's not. So you can hang that up. Even if he got to go to the commissioner and raise that salary cap $50 million, like we know he did on several occasions, he's going to sign Micah Parsons. So I think the biggest winners right now, shout out to mom, is the Dallas Cowboys. Everybody picked them to lose that game because they thought that defense was going to be able to get the Dak and they were going to be able to overcome him, but he got paid, went out there and showed out. So, hey, shout out to Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. They was the winners yesterday for me. Shout out to mom, by the way.
All right, and loser.
The Cleveland Browns. You don't have a quarterback, so guess what? I mean,
damn,
you 88 and out the gate, bro. You ate up from the neck up, how we used to say it in the Army.
That's a good one too, Trey. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, bro, go ahead. Biggest winner, biggest loser.
I think it's quite obvious. Biggest winner is Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what he can do in a competent system. I mean, he became only the second ever Eagles player in the first since 2004 to have 3 TDs in his debut. And the biggest loser by far was the New York Giants.
Oh, yeah.
Bigger than the Cleveland Browns?
Yes.
The thing is, the reason why I asked you that because at least the New York Giants, they sorry. It's no mistake. They sorry. But the thing is, the reason why I picked the Cleveland Browns is because of the potential that this team has if you was to take away Deshaun Watson.
It's fair.
We all know that the Giants are sorry. It's no secret to nobody. Hell, the thing was, we all knew, everybody knows Daniel Jones was a one-trick pony. Even from the time he was drafted, people was questioning why they taking them that high. So that's the reason why I asked that. That's no shade on you, Broad, but that's why I picked the Cleveland Browns over the Giants. We all knew the Giants was what we thought they were. They saw it. The only thing they had going was that the only thing that we thought they had going was that defensive line. And yesterday they weren't worth the salt in the bread either.
Damn. Okay.
As I was saying, biggest losers the New York Giants because they made all this mess about how they didn't need Saquon, this and that, how much of a snake he is, and for them to have that absolute of a stinker. I mean, Daniel Jones, he had 2 picks. Crazy stat since he has signed that extension. Granted, he was hurt last season, but even before he got hurt, he stunk. He's thrown two touchdowns to 8 interceptions. In fact, he has more pick sixes since he signed that contract than passing touchdowns.
Ew.
Ugh. Shit.
Ugh.
Where you gotta go?
Pick sixes and passing touchdowns.
They need to chop your hand off the ceiling like that.
I'm about to say, boy, you need to go.
Yeah, you made all this mess about how you didn't need Saquon for Saquon to outscore the Giants by himself.
Oh,
thank you.
Yeah, he's cooking. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, Chris, biggest winner, biggest loser for this week.
All right, this is my personal opinion. Okay, it's to say that, man. I know it's gonna shock everyone, but TJ Watt, the Steelers defense.
Okay.
Because TJ Watt, he's just that guy, bro. I'm a big fan of him. I just don't like playing against him. And second half and every whole game, he just showed up and then just dominated the whole time, proving why he's a DPOY for sure.
Okay.
Biggest loser, I'm just a hater, bro. I don't care. The Carolina Panthers, J.C. Horn got forced by Derek Carr. He got scored on 3 times. That's supposed to be a top 5 cornerback in the league. So, yeah, biggest loser. So, yeah.
Wow.
And Bryce Young, I mean, I know people are going to keep giving him excuses and all that. I mean, I'll give him another year, but after maybe 2 years, we'll see, bro. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Now, question is Bama QBU still? Just saying.
Who has ever? Okay, Chris, because
people are, bro.
Who the hell has ever said that Bama was QBU? So I've heard Miami, I've heard Notre Dame, I've heard Michigan, I've heard Oklahoma. I have never once ever heard Alabama in this conversation.
They are not QBU.
I've heard them in DBU, in wide receiver U, but never.
Bro, I could have sworn when it was like.
To be honest with you, a lot of that is because of the quarterback history back in the day. Because, you know, Joe Namath and Kenny Stabler, some of those guys back in the day. So a lot of that because of back then.
No, I remember people were saying it was like Tua, Hurts, Mac Jones. Mac Jones was actually decent. I forgot it was like someone else.
Well, that was after Mac Jones had that decent rookie year where it kind of fed a little momentum. But you know, after that second year, it was like, yeah, no.
Sure.
Yeah, I never heard anyone say that it was QBU.
Sorry.
Hey, Coach, your biggest winner and biggest loser. We gonna do one every week. Biggest winner, biggest loser, Coach.
Winner, well, Broad took my ass. I was gonna say Saquon. I mean, come on, man. What a way to start the fucking season, man. Like,
for sure.
What else, man? What can we say? I mean, but if I was gonna go with another one, since he said that already, I ain't gonna lie. I'll probably go with I mean, Minnesota ain't look bad and even though Giants are what they are, they ain't look bad for their start, especially with what they're going through. Minnesota looked all right. I'm not gonna hold you.
Okay. All right.
And then loser, our offense, bro. Simple. Like, we got so much potential for this year, bro. Can't start off like that. Hell no.
Right. All right. BRF, biggest winner, biggest loser.
Biggest winner for me is Baker Mayfield. And how he played yesterday. And how he played yesterday. I mean, you're validating them giving you, what was that, $140 million contract?
Mm-hmm.
And you go up and set a career high in touchdowns your first game of the year. I mean, that you can't ask for any better validation than that. So for me, the biggest winner for me, and particularly these last 2 years, and it's like I said, when he went to LA, I don't know what kind of beast Sean McVay awoke in him, but he has just maintained a certain level of consistency since he's been in Tampa. It's been a great thing to say. And honestly, I'm happy for Baker Mayfield. And I want to, hey, I'm not one of, even though he's on a rival team, I'm happy for Baker Mayfield, and I hope the boy keeps succeeding. My biggest loser, it's not a player. Poor Dave Gettleman. I mean, let's just keep it a bug. How do you let the fact? Oh, I still stand by giving Daniel Jones $40 million a year. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Look what happened. Look what happened.
Hasn't been the Giants GM for 2 years.
Huh?
It's Joe Shane. Gettleman hasn't been the GM for 2 years.
Here's the but. He's the one that came out and said he still stands by giving Daniel Jones that money. He's the one that said it. So he's the one that got to get this work. He got to get it because he said it. No, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna let you off the hook for saying something that stupid. I mean, Daniel Jones is he might be the worst starting quarterback in the National Football League. And I think he is. I mean, it's a joke. Like, just how do you like to let a talent like Saquon Barkley just walk for nothing because you thought Daniel Jones was on to something, and now you're stuck between a rock and a hard place because how are you going to get you can't get out that contract now. You're pretty much they're stuck because of what you did. Yeah, exactly. They're stuck because of what you did. So I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, I give it to him because he shouldn't have said what he said. That's one of the dumbest things I've heard anybody say this year in sports. I mean, it was crazy.
Right, for sure.
Oh, John Mara, I won't be able to sleep at night if Saquon goes to Philadelphia. Well, I'm guessing you didn't sleep at all on Friday night, did you, buddy?
Boy, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Hey, Kieran, finish it off on one winner, one loser for this week, for week one.
The winner for me, Josh Allen. No Stephon Diggs, no problem. That offense shaky to start, but it looked amazing in the second half. I got to go with Josh Allen for the winner. And the loser is the Ravens' offensive line. The Ravens' offensive line let Lamar down.
Yeah,
it was
terrible.
Sure. Derrick Henry could not get anything going. They set up any blocks for him, and he's completely useless for the rest of the game. They barely used the second half at all. And the Ravens offense looks kind of concerning. Like, yeah, I know Lamar had those 2 missed throws, but I don't know how to feel about this Ravens offensive line. So
I feel. All right, man. All right, y'all. This was an amazing show today, week one. And we got how many weeks in the season? Like 18? Is it 18?
Yeah. Hold on, Brandon. Where are your week one winners? Saquon
and see the 2 for the losers. I'm sorry, it's the Panthers, bro. I'm sorry, it's the Panthers, bro. Right.
Now, I'll throw something in there real quick. If you want me to throw a loser in there from the player perspective, it's Caleb McGarry.
Thank you.
He got destroyed, royally destroyed. I mean, we already know he's not a great pass protector as it is. He's a better run protector. But the fact TJ Watt beat you like you stole something.
Yeah, that's why I said what I said earlier, bro. I had to zero that in because I'm like, bro, Caleb McGarry, what in the fuck, bro? Like,
yeah,
no way I'm seeing this man getting like
you can't
had him on. He had him on the turnstile.
Bro, there's no way it's this easy, bro. And I'm like, it got to the point where I'm like, bro, Kirk Cousins gonna fucking end up like Aaron Rodgers' ass.
Boy, I'm about to say put Storm Norton in.
Bro. Shit. I was getting tired of that shit.
Hey man, shout out Jay, bro. Shout out to Jay, bro. No doubt. But yeah, man, that includes the end of the show, man. Bro, we got 17 weeks of this, bro. Like 16, 17 weeks of this, bro. Week one was amazing. I'm not even gonna lie. Great moments, great time. Yo, champ, any last words before we head out?
Yes. Shout out to every last one of y'all, man. Talented. Each and every last one of y'all. BRF, I see you Thursday. Hey, look, always a privilege, a pleasure, and an honor to share the stage with each and every last one of y'all. Kieran, congratulations on your endeavors, bro. Hell of a job. And look, man, y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Each and every one of y'all are doing a hell of a job. And I'm proud of each and every last one of you. Hell of a job, guys.
For sure. Brian.
I mean, what a way to start the season. You know, can't wait for next Monday night, home opener.
It's gonna be the next episode about to be wicked.
Sure.
Like I said, if the birds do end up winning, I'm not gonna be on BRF, I'm not gonna be on Culture, I'm not gonna be on Chris, I'm not gonna be on Champ, I'm gonna be on Goated ass.
Bro, okay.
Damn. Yeah, because Goated started all this.
Yeah, saying, they can win 12 games though.
Yeah. He started all this.
Easily beat the Eagles.
Yeah. I don't know where he got easily from. He need to take that to somebody who cares.
For sure. Hey, Chris, any last words, man?
Like to carry that. Like, I'm gonna cheer for my Falcons. Of course, I want us to win, but I ain't gonna be like cocky like that. You know what I'm saying? I respect the Eagles, even though Philly sports, I got that rivalry with them in every sport, you know what I'm saying? But it's also funny because
it is
when the Falcons lose, the Braves win. When the Braves lose, the Falcons win. Unfortunately, that's how it works. So yeah. UJ's number one still, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep winning and stuff. Horns down. Oregon Ducks might be on fraud alert. And,
I ain't gonna lie, week one when I was
Notre Dame is the Cowboys of college football.
Wow.
Yeah, highly ranked.
We've been on this. We've been on this.
Yeah, just a reminder the Kenny Dior out there.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Hey,
Brandon, what is it with your team struggling with teams from Idaho?
Yeah, I don't know. And then Boise State last week,
who are also from Idaho. That's why I said Idaho.
Yeah.
Well, they got the Heisman.
I don't get it. I don't know what's up. We'll get through though. We'll be all right.
Need to put some more potatoes in their system, I guess. I don't know.
Coach, any last words, man?
Nah, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate, another appearance and shit. I will be back. Like I said, next Monday, man, it's gonna get crazy. And then subscribe to the Blueprint, Blueprint podcast every Tuesday at 8:00. Me and my boy T, talking music like we always do. Man, let's bounce. Well, Flush Falcons, we're gonna bounce back, man. Like I said, week one.
Shout out.
You know how this
shout
shit
out
go.
Shout out to T2. He just hit 100 subscribers, if I'm not mistaken.
Y'all did. Yeah.
Y'all did. I hit 100 subscribers, right? Y'all hit 100?
Yeah. 100 subscribers. We at 110 right now, so yeah.
For sure. All right, BRF.
It's definitely, and it's always fun when I get to come on here and get on the throwdown with you, Brandon. It's always a pleasure. You having me on. Shout out to all the brothers in here doing their thing. Broad, Culture, Chris, Kieran, and of course Champ. You're gonna see me and Champ with the homie Flash this Thursday 9. I gotta plug the show. Y'all peep it. I'm telling y'all, man, it's one of the hottest things going. We do our thing every Thursday night. But it's always a pleasure to get on here with y'all and just cut up and have fun and do what we do best. So, hey, I'm going to end it the way I always end it, the way I always know how to end it. And that's a topic not thought about, is a topic not talked about. Y'all holla at you.
Yes, sir. Kieran.
Once again, like being on the show. Glad late last week. My bad. Please follow me at Kieran Sports. Just got a partnership with Sleeper, so it's pretty cool.
W.
Yeah. So
W.
Watch out for more content.
Mm-hmm. Hey man, till next time, man. I'll see y'all Wednesday for the basketball show. Road to 500 subscribers. We on the way. We like 15 people away, 15 subscribers away for 500. Next time we're out.
Oh yeah, bro. And Amon Ra's a bum, bro. Only having 13 yards, bro. Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah,